much time.
Oh,
Can
well,
you tell?
you've brought me over here.
No, here. Hey, can you tell them about? Can you tell them about how Tairua got its strip?
Got its what?
Strip.
Strip what?
The Tairua rugby team. How do they get their strip?
They know that.
Come on, they don't.
Of course they don't. You know how they got the blue and white.
Do you know it?
No.
Well, he
What a
does.
shame. Well, we had the rugby team, and of course in those days, Finucane had a team, Whitianga had a team, Wamatā had a team, and Tairua had a team. Well, then and the Hickaway boys used to come down and play with Tairua, and then something went wrong with them, and they got too old, I don't know. But then Finucane give up, they run out of players, so they come over and they joined the Tairua club. Now, Finucane always played in a blue jersey. And of course, Tairua was playing in the blue jersey as well. So to make a difference, my auntie had an old sheet, well, it was old enough, it was a sheet anyway, and she cut off strips of sheet about 6 inches wide and sewed them around as a band. And that's where the blue and white KK came from. Unfortunately, I suppose, I was the secretary of the outfit. Lige Green was the captain. He was a hell of a good goal kicker. And we had a lot of fun. A team would come to Tairua, and we'd always put, whatever the visitor was, they always had tea at the pub. And if we went, wherever we went, then they done the same thing. And the Tairua team, we went out, we played on Rhodes Park, and I scored a try on Rhodes Park, and I got a wee clap for that out there. And Lige had said to me, you know, he said, one way when you're in a line out, I was a forward of course, in a line out, if you go up for the ball, if you get it, if you come down and go backwards, crouching, you know, down, and that's exactly what I did, and it was only about 5 metres off the goal line. And I went right underneath them all and scored. So yeah, it was a sneaky one, but I got it. We played several games at Hickaway. They were big murdering buggers, and they used to hammer hell out of us, but however, yeah. But yeah, and we had a lot of fun, and of course we had the cricket team, of course, as well. And even the girls, and I think that lady over there that finally hooked me, you want to go and sit in the car, you know what she was doing then? In other words, shut your big mouth. Well,
What was she doing?
You can do it at home, but you can't do it here. And she even played in the basketball team. Well, only in emergency, I think, but still, she played there. Yeah, and in those days, you made your own fun. And there was a dance at least once a month at Tairua, and Hickaway would have a dance on and so forth. Go over to Corrigan, we'd all pile on. In fact, Beaches had a little Essex truck, and you'd get a couple in the front and about half a dozen on the back, all hanging on like grim death. And you'd go to all these dances, you know. Winter or summer didn't make any difference. Amazing. Well, you either went or stayed home, yeah. And really amazing, yeah. One feature I remember was the Finucane Hill, starting at Graham's Creek, going to the top of the Finucane Hill. He must have got paid for it, but Corey Wright had 3 men down at the mill with shovels, and he had this little truck, and he shelled from the bottom of Graham's Creek, where the hill starts, right to the top. He put a layer of shell right through, all done by hand. His truck had a winder on the side. Want me to stop again? Had a winder on the side. Did you get out and wind this thing?
Carry on, Bill.
Wind this thing up, you know. It was amazing. You could just thought, that's the only thing you had. But they used to shovel that shell on, 4 men, load it up, away it'd go, tip it off, back it'd come again. Can you believe that? It's almost unbelievable, isn't it, what manpower did in those days. You know, post. Today you say, no. Are you related to him?
No, I'm not asking you to stop, I'm asking you if I could say something.
Go home.
No. Well, an interesting time you've grown up in, and you tell a good story. I could listen to you all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, most interesting. I just love listening to what you're talking about. Tell me one that was H.A., was that Derek Corey's father?
Pardon?
Was H.A.
No, that was
Derek's father?
That was his Corey
But
himself.
it was Derek's father? Derek is
Derek's
still alive?
father. Yeah, he's kicking around somewhere.
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah.
Don't rattle me again. That's all I'm
Any more questions?
Let me finish. Derek, while I was here, spent all his time at King's College. We didn't see much of it. And when he would come home, all he would say was, "Oh, you lazy slackers," and we hated the bloody sight of it. Quite lazy slackers, the cowshed shop, I didn't build it, but I helped with the concrete work on the cowshed shop. That was just a little wee shed there, and copyrights went over into cattle. And there is some photographs here that Jan can show you with the thing, and you've probably all seen the one of the shot from Pumpkin Hill, the white horse. You seen that? This chap came down from the Weekly News, and they sent me to go with him. He wanted to compare Tairua with the Mount of Tairua. That's what it was all about. And we rode up and came down from Pumpkin Hill and came down the ridge until we got into a reasonably flat spot. And he was on the white horse, but he wanted the white horse in the photo, so I had to give him I had a little black pony, and I got on the white horse, and he took that shot. And I was only down in Tairua a week or so ago, and I saw a photograph on the wall there of 1920 of the Mount, and here was the mount, and all along the sand hills, or what it would be there, was dotted a few little houses. And this is what they were comparing it with at that time. And he also took shots of across looking towards the Pippi Bridge, and that, and all those grass, they were beautiful grass paddocks, quite frankly. And to see all the houses on it now, well, 5 paddocks, and amazing. Yeah, go on.
Who was the man on the horse?